Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cinderella. She was as pretty as a princess, but she wasn't a princess. She was only a, commoner. The one thing Cinderella wanted in this world was to live in the big castle on the hill. But since she was only a commoner, she wasn't even allowed to attend any of the castle functions. When she heard of any of these affairs, she would run to her bedroom, throw herself on the bed, and cry. She wasn't invited to the prune-plucking pageant. She wasn't invited to the harvest top. And she wasn't invited to the biggest function of all, the grand anniversary ball.
Hello, honey. I'm your fairy godmother. I hope you don't mind my rearranging the furniture.
My fairy godmother. Now I can go to the ball.
You said it, honey. Good fairy rentals make it possible for even commoners to go places in style. Just sign here.
Can I get into the castle?
Oh, look here, hon. The deluxe anniversary ball package. Only 100 gold grickles. Includes costume, transportation, and entrance to the castle.
Yeah, but can I marry the prince?
That's 10 grickles extra.
It's a deal.
And with that, the fairy showed Cinderella her finery. There were racks of dresses, hundreds of furs, boxes of jewels.
What about shoes?
I knew I forgot something.
Yes, the good fairy had brought only one pair of shoes with her.
This says 5B.
That's just my size.
But this one's a 13D.
13D?
Yes, it's roomy but comfortable.
That's pretty big.
It's wear this or go barefoot, hon.
I'll wear it.
So, that evening, resplendent in her new clothes, Cinderella approached the castle and entered.
Never mind, honey. You were unfashionably early anyway.
But you promised.
Good fairy rentals never fails. Just stand right here. And remember, this stuff is due back at midnight.
At last I'm going to get into the castle.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the castle wall, Prince Edgar the Mild was speaking with the Prime Minister.
I don't care, Bertie. I want to move.
It's impossible, Eddie.
But this old place is so drafty, and it's falling to bits. Look here.
Nevertheless, as long as you're a prince, you must reside in the palace.
Then I don't want to be a prince. I want to be something else.
Like what?
Well, how about an egg candler?
You haven't the training.
A yogurt tester? An owl trainer?
Face it, Eddie. All you've ever done is collect things. Stamps, butterflies, match covers.
Well, isn't there any call for match cover collectors out there?
No, Eddie. There's really only one way you can leave the castle.
And what's that?
You must marry a commoner.
A commoner? Never. That does it. Where can I find a commoner?
Hi. My name's Cinderella. You must be the prince. Hello, darling.
Is that a commoner?
You've got an eye for class because of the way you're looking.
Of course
at me.
not.
Daddy
Obviously,
always
a girl of
Daddy's
breeding.
in stocks and bonds. That a girl's breeding is just as plain as dated princes.
Too
and things
bad.
Like that. And that's why Mumsy, well, she says that finishing school means an awful lot to a girl like me.
She's a pretty
Would you
thing.
like to dance?
Dances
I
well,
just
too.
adore dancing. At Valhalla, that's our summer place. I just dance till all
Oh, I
hours.
do
Except
wish you
during
were
the
a
polo
commoner.
season. Daddy's a
I'd marry her in a
polo man.
minute.
Just love to hit peasants with my polo mallet. Don't you?
Honey, be yourself. Be yourself.
And I'm so
Poor
sorry.
Cinderella.
You really wouldn't
She was missing her one
expect
opportunity to marry the
as I
prince,
am.
simply by not being herself. A little moral there.
Just so
And the time quickly went by until midnight.
T.S. Eliot crowd any place.
Of course, Cinderella had to flee the palace, but before she did so, she left a small token for the prince to return to her.
I'll just leave this small token for the prince to return to me.
My dear girl, please, I just said that.
I don't want anybody to miss the plot.
Well, Cinderella sat around with one shoe on for days, but she just knew the prince would come, and sure enough, he did.
Is this your shoe, little lady?
Yes, it is.
It doesn't fit very well.
Well, it's roomy but comfortable.
You're sure it's yours?
Yes. Now you put it on.
Put it on? I came to take the other one off.
But, Your Highness.
Highness, I'm not a prince. I'm a collector.
Acme Collection Agency. Deadbeats a specialty.
Yes, and you failed to return these shoes to Good Fairy Rentals.
But aren't we going to get married?
Married? I'm already married to a commoner.
Commoner than what, dearie?
So the prince got to leave the castle after all, and he and the good fairy lived happily ever after. And Cinderella, well, she finally got to live inside the castle.
Right. Good Fairy Rentals makes it possible for any, commoner to live like a queen.